Hey Commanders, how's it going? This is the Life Giver, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the updates to the leagues. So I was playing earlier today and noticed that the number of trophies that I had been reduced by 1,000. So I was thinking I haven't been losing that much to lose so many points. So I kept playing and I thought maybe it's a glitch. I kind of restarted Ball Robots and the same thing happened. So then I asked my clanmates and I said, has anybody else experienced a massive drop in the number of trophies from their league? And the response was yes. So it's not a bug. It looks like Pixonic have done some updates. And indeed they have. I went onto social media and Reddit and came across an image and a post talking about this. So it looks like basically, in a nutshell, the short version is that Pixonic saw that matchmaking was awful based on their stats, and they finally listened to the number of complaints people were making. So I actually made a complaint myself via the help system and said, look, I'm getting matched by ridiculous players that are with 16,000 trophies, 10,000 trophies, and I've only got 5,000 trophies. And they gave me a massive response saying, we're trying to prove stuff, blah blah blah, but I wasn't really satisfied with the response. But lo and behold, it looks like the community has spoken out. And we have, I say frankly, caused Pixonic to make some updates. So what we have here is a screenshot of the update. So from what I can tell off the bat, if you look at this screenshot here, we can see that basically, so you're not gaining as many trophies, which means slower progression in the leagues, which is awesome because a lot of new players I came across on the Reddit forum were talking about how they were playing for a couple of months and they were instantly in Champions League. And I thought, well, this is a massive problem because not many players have the actual gear, to compete in Champion League. Because most of the top tier Champion League players all have Mark II weapons and all the meta robots, so it's a bit of a challenge playing against those players. So it wasn't, this isn't new. I think we're all aware that matchmaking has been a bit poopy. So in this screenshot, we can see that you're awarded less trophies. So it's like maybe 2 or 3 here or there, but it makes a big difference, and that reduces how quickly you progress through the leagues. But let me just close this and go back to the post. So this was a post on Reddit, and in here JSSoul, he's like the community leader who moderates and stuff, does a great job by the way, so big round of applause to him. He's copy and pasted the message in from social media, and this is what Pixonic have had to say. Listen, you might have noticed that your league rating has changed. What happened? Lately the Champion League became a bit crowded, and we started to receive lots of complaints from the new coming champions about facing overwhelmingly powerful enemies. Our data confirmed that the issue was systemic. So this was a problem, they knew about it, and they received massive complaints, and they decided to do something about it. Because I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but the sentiment lately with even my clan members and people on the forum has been quite negative. Not in towards Pixonic. I think it's to do with the fact that a lot of players aren't having fun because they kept losing, and the sort of matchmaking was really ruining their enjoyment for them. So let's continue. So to address that, we have tuned the rules for Master and Champion Leagues to make them more competitive. Also, we have redistributed the standings to ensure that everyone faces suitable opponents. My last couple of games, I've basically been playing against not lower league, but similar league players, but with similar robots now and similar firepower. So similar sort of levels for their weapons and similar sort of robots. So I'm now seeing Ares and Blitz and the old school robots coming back, and lots of Leos actually. So I never realized how strong or tanky Leos were. So my hangar isn't great. It's pretty much let's go back to my hangar here. So my hangar here, most of my robots are sort of between level 7 and 8, and most of my weapons are below Mark II. So a lot of my weapons sort of sit between level 7, level 8, some of them hitting level 10, and the early Mark IIs that I have are on my Leech here, and I also have a Mark II on a Revenger, which I haven't got equipped at the moment somewhere. So you can see most of my robots are pretty low level. Let's just flick through my hangar here. So quickly just go to the start, close that. So you can see, 37 level 8, level 9, 8 weapon, level 9 level 10 weapons. So fairly low compared to a majority of the sort of really powerful Champion League players. But let's continue reading. So what changed today? All accounts with more than 6,000 league points have their league score reset to 5,000. Note, legendary trophies for all points above 5,000 that you had before the reset were properly added to your account. So what I noticed there was that if I pull up a screenshot now, you'll see that I got awarded based on my previous league. So they are compensating people for those thinking, hang on a minute, I've dropped so many leagues, I'm losing out, but they have compensated us, which is great. So continue to read. Point number 2, league score on all accounts with less than 6,000 league points is reduced by 1,000. So that makes sense because I was at 4,008, and if I go back here, we can see I'm now around 3,008. So that makes sense. The score won't go below 1,000. So if you had 1,200 league rating points, you will only lose 200. Okay, so that makes sense. So if you're a bit of a newbie player and you had, let's say, 1,200 points, so they're going to ensure that you don't go below 1,000. So they're only going to take 200 off. So if you've got 1,700 league points, you're only going to lose 700. So that's what they're saying there. The third point is everyone got the highest battle reward chest available in the league they were in prior to the reset. So like I said, they compensated us to say, look, you know, we're doing some changes and we are going to compensate you by giving you the reward from your league chest. The fourth and final point is the league points rewards for masters and champions are redistributed. Those leagues are now more challenging to stay in, just enough so the new players don't get there by accident, which is what I explained previously. So a lot of the new players were finding themselves in the Champion League fairly quickly. So when I started playing last year, it took me probably about 4 to 5 months to get into Champion Leagues, and that's with me playing occasionally. And when I read about newbie players with mediocre weapons, mediocre robots hitting Champion League, I was astonished. I thought, wow, these guys must be really good. But a lot of the discussion in Reddit was that people were progressing too quickly into the upper leagues. And so hopefully this new update is going to address that, and we're going to see more fair gameplay within War Robots, and I reckon we'll be having more fun. So if I'm honest, I have been having more fun since this update because I'm now playing against players with a similar level. So if I get my arse whooped, I literally check the scoreboard now and check the enemy team, and when I see that their robots and weapons are of similar level, it's really made me question my skills and tactics. Because previously, if I was doing okay and I got hammered by a really powerful player, I'd put it down to the fact that they had really powerful weapons, which is true. In 90% of the case, you would get clobbered or seal clubbed because the enemy team was really powerful, Mark II weapons, just totally unfair, like unbalanced. But now we're seeing a lot more, well, I'm seeing a lot more skilled players of a similar level, similar league, and it's become a bit more fun and it's more challenging, and I agree with what they've done. And so hopefully we'll give it time and see how it all pans out. But so far, a massive update, which is positive, I reckon, for all the players, because they've, Pixonic have listened, they've heard, and they're now trying to make it a bit more fair for all the players so that we enjoy ourselves a lot more. Because Pixonic, War Robots is a really fun game, and the biggest letdown really has been the fact that matchmaking has made it like a terrible experience. But it's good that finally it's taken time. It's finally taken time, but Pixonic have listened, and they are now taking in proper measures like this. This is a big change, in my opinion, to solve that problem of being unfairly matched with really powerful robots and weapons. But that's it, guys. Stay safe, because COVID-19 is now in resurgence. It's basically going up again, all the cases. Guys and girls, stay safe. Wash your hands. Try not to put your elderly parents or grandparents in harm by being a bit reckless with your behavior. So just try not to infect the vulnerable people within your household or friendship circles. But that's it. I will catch you soon, and I will see you. Okay, bye.